My name is Ivana van Wyk. I am 15 years old. I'm a school learner at William Prescott High School. I'm a proud RCL rep for the class, and I'm also a RCL executive. I'm from Northern Cape, Kimberley.
I'm Donovan Cupido. I'm from Kimberley in the Northern Cape, and I'm an educator at William Prescott High School.
My name is Ivan Johnson. I am 29 years old from Kimberley, Northern Cape. I am a qualified network engineer, network technician, system administrator, software developer. I work for MLab Northern Cape as a project coordinator. This is actually a funny thing because we have a program here where we teach people how to code. And last year we had a cohort. And from that cohort we had 6 groups. And no, I'm lying. Yeah, we had 6, and then finally we had 4, I think. And out of those 4, 2 of those groups actually built an app that was mostly focusing on mental health issues. But what do I think mental health issues are? I would say it's something, or it's an illness or disorder that has to do with moods, personality disorders. Can come in a variety of forms like psychiatric disorder, anxiety, eating disorders, sleeping disorders.
Mental health is your emotional, psychological well-being. I think it's important because you have to take decisions in life, and if you're not mentally able, then you can regret your choices later on.
There are various factors that we could look at, but if we should start with the social or the contemporary socio-economic issues, then it is what the youth are faced with when they're not at school and how that affects whilst they're at school, such as teenage pregnancy, where a responsibility is then placed on them and it affects them mentally. Then it is also the mere fact that some of them are raised by single parents, and in some cases where divorce was also a factor. Other factors would be poverty. So all of these contributing factors is an increase or causing an increasing level in mental illness. Therefore, there's a lack of support structures when we look at it in that way.
Well, there is a lot: depression, anxiety, and you also get school learners that is being bullied, and poverty, and etc.
I would say as there is a variety of different types of mental illnesses, there probably are a variety of causes. It could derive from relationship problems, maybe someone in your family passed away, maybe you didn't do well at a test or something, or maybe you're stressing about an upcoming test, influence from friends, social media, too much pressure on you to work. So there can be a variety of things that can actually have an influence on that.
Yeah, my sister, and it was actually quite hard for her because it was her first year in university and she couldn't cope, and so she felt like she was less, and so. It was hard, as I said before, but she took these distractions like YouTube or meditating, dance classes, and so. The pandemic has forced us to be on social media, and social media is not healthy for yourself, because at the beginning of the pandemic, it was a video of a man being killed, George Floyd, and seeing a video of a man being killed messes with your mind, and you're like, is this me next? Especially the black community.
Yes, indeed. Yes, even though they made it seem like it's a new normal, some of our youngsters out there, they couldn't even cope with their normal. And in addition to that, loss of loved ones, it had a negative impact on them. Some of them would regard the separation between friends when they had to come to school in turns. So that also shift the focus to the academic side of how they had to cope. So COVID-19, although some of us had to endure it, had its bad side effects.
There's practically a bunch of reasons for that, but personally for me, it would be about who and what you are. I would say that all of us have or has dreams, goals that we want to achieve, and when you're mentally healthy or mentally stable, it just makes things a lot easier for you to accomplish that, because you have that drive, that motivation to go out every day to do something about it, setting like small steps and goals for you to get to where you want to be. Now for a person that's mentally ill, it's a bit difficult because they suffer from a lot on a daily basis, which actually keeps them from getting to what it is that they want to do.
Well, firstly, the government can come to schools to promote like LO, like life orientation. Like it's not about life problems, so they can make it about life problems, so that when you go through this, you know what to do, what steps to take, and so. And secondly, there is a lot of people that cannot afford therapist sessions, so I would prefer to make it more affordable, or maybe like for the first 5 times for free.
I would say when we take the responsibility upon ourselves as parents and community, and we are ever present in the lives of our young ones and not neglect them in the process, then we're running a course where in the end we are all winners.
I am Boitumelo Masemini. I am 16 years of age. I am an intelligent pescodian at William Prescott High School.
My name is Tlalefang Phillips, and I'm from Kimberley, and I live in Putana. And I'm a learner from William Prescott High School.
My name is Robin Adams. I am from Lerato Park, Rodepan, situated in Kimberley. I am also an actor in an upcoming movie called Lisbeth. And on the one side, I'm also a student. I'm a first-year student at the FET College, Moremogolo in Northern Cape. I'm studying safety in society.
I'm Donovan Cupido. I live in Kimberley in the Northern Cape, and I'm currently a teacher at William Prescott High School.
Education is the key to success. We live in the new side of the world where our people are introduced to the Bantu education. Ever since the apartheid, many people didn't have the chance to get the education they wanted. But certainly now, as young people, we are being introduced to many opportunities and offered bursary to learn. Education is the key to success, and it offers you a responsible way of thinking and learning further to go further in life.
Education is something that we need to be able to have life skills and knowledge that we need to use in the outside world besides school. We need education to access universities and to be able to become the people who we want to be when we finish school and finish studying at the university you want to go to.
Remember, education is key. Without education, your life would be miserable. You know, you wouldn't find a job, you wouldn't be, experienced in most of the things for you to be successful in the future. So from my point of view, I feel that education is very important in that case.
Financial problems within the households at home, situations that they can't talk about or feel, they can't express how they feel about it, that like having self-confidence and that motivation to say that I can do it. Some people lack self-confidence. So I think that is one of the reasons why some people don't see a reason why to study furthermore.
Our youth aren't influenced by education. I think if our youth got support from community members, parents, Department of Education, youth would be able to know that there is opportunities to study further. Every time our youth leave school or finish with matric, they don't see anything that they can gain by studying further because they do not have support from parents, Department of Education. They do not see the skills that they can be using to go study further.
You get cases where, where youth go to institutions, they want to go study, then they get demotivated in some cases. Sometimes you would get maybe their home situations would be difficult and stuff like that. They wouldn't maybe be financially stable for them to continue studying. So there's a lot of reasons why I think to say that why youth is not studying further is because there's always that specific reason, that strong reason at the back that's keeping them from going forward, irrespective of whatever that's happening for their future. They're looking at what's happening at the back of them.
People don't understand that free things are for free, but sometimes you might get that a person joins there to gain knowledge, to volunteer. Sometimes we go there for the peer pressure because sitting at home does not feel like it's making a difference. Our youth are sitting at home, they have nothing to do. So to every opportunity they get, they jump to learn, to get further and to improve their lives, because you're sitting there right now, you have nothing to do, but there comes an opportunity, get a chance and join it. Don't listen to what one says, it's for free. You're doing it for yourself to gain responsibility and to gain knowledge.
Most people who join these courses are people who genuinely love learning and are interested in furthering their education to have the qualifications in order to be successful and become who they want to become in life.
Who wouldn't want to join, an institution or whatever youth program when you know that you're not going to get anything in return? Irrespective of you doing the thing, you know what you're benefiting from it. But besides for what you're working, sometimes it helps when you get something for free. Like for instance, you get free food, you get, the sun is hot here outside, you sometimes get free caps or whatever the case may be. But as a youth member, you know that getting something for free is always the thing that drives the youth towards whatever you are trying to host or whatever.
People who are responsible for education, I think basically is the government, the Minister of Education, the Department of Education, the Department of Further Education Training, including our parents, because it's their job, as parents, to enroll us at schools for us to be successful and for us to learn and for us to be the people who we want to be to achieve our dreams.
It is your responsibility as a young person to access education. When you come to school, you should know that I'm here to study, I'm here to learn. The Department of Education and different kind of departments are giving learners opportunities to study further. It is also our parents' duties, the Department of